happening, bro? This is your boy Daz G, man. I'm here with the infamous Doja.Pak. This is our third intake. This is our third episode of the Dash Effect, man. How you doing, my brother?
Great, man. You know, Texas showing us a lot of love as always. You know, so
Sold out dates.
a little rainy and cold, but everybody came and gave us a warm welcome. Thank you, Texas.
We drove all the way from Houston for this interview. You already know what we gotta do. You know what I'm saying? So straight into it, man. I'm lighting up this giraffe pussy. You know what I'm saying? Been waiting on it for a while. Does it drop? What you want? Give us your thoughts on it right off the bat. What are your thoughts of this giraffe pussy?
I think giraffe pussy is strain of the year in 2022. Man, I think it's the most unique strain that dropped this year. Genetically speaking, I mean, it's a Skittles by Animal Cookies BX2, so it's a cross of the legendary Skittles. Comes through with the real Z, you know, the Z heavy candy, but it also has like this tropical papaya gas on it. So it's like, you know, it's something that's different than anything else in the industry. It's very unique. Strain of the year, 22.
Strain of the year. How many strains have you dropped this year alone?
Yeah, that's hard to count. We dropped a lot this year, dog, to be honest with you. So, you know, shout out to all the breeders and cultivators that make that possible for us to do that. But yeah, we dropped a lot of strains this year.
Absolutely. Can you at least give me your top five from
Top
this year
five this
alone?
year? Okay, that's a good question from this year. Giraffe pussy, permanent marker, permanent runts, sweet retreat by Fire Farmer, and for the fifth one, I don't know, man. That's I know that those four are the killers. Yeah, those are killers. We're keeping those. You'll see those all in next year production too. So once again, now the permanent marker, permanent runts, giraffe pussy, and sweet retreat. And you know, everything else in the lineup's fire too. But those are ones that I personally love. You know what I mean? I love those.
Absolutely. I ain't gonna lie. You really did your thing with this giraffe pussy. This shit tastes amazing. They got, like you said, gassy, tropical, tasty, smoke, fresh. Even in the leaf, you see the white ash. You already know the vibes. You know what I'm saying? So I think I seen on Telegram that there was different cuts. You had a cut of Delanade.
Yeah.
How long have you had that? Because that was one of my favorite strains, like in the early 2020, like 2019.
Yeah, you still have 20. They branded it as lemon poppers now. Yeah, you've had it for a minute. It's a good cut. Delanade, same cut as the connected cut. It's the same original cut.
Yeah, tastes amazing.
Good. You know, it's grown a little bit. Grown with different methods. You know, grown hydro, rock wool, and then burned. You know, with LED lights, a little terpier, burns clean. You know, it's like that's what those batches that you're talking about is Delanade that we had this year. Those are legendary.
Very legendary for sure. In 2023, what are you excited for the most as far as your brand?
Man, all these phenotypes coming back, bro. Like we got a lot of seeds that we created, and we have a lot of people popping beans, you know, right now for us, finding phenotypes all over the world, you know. So as those shits come back to us and we roll them out with the right cultivators and put them in the market, you know, that's gonna be what I'm looking forward to in 23, though. That's gonna be legendary. That's gonna be like finally when, you know, it's gonna be to a point where we finally work with primarily our own genetics that we created and you know, roll out into the industry ourselves, you know what I mean? So it's gonna be nice to, you know, still work with some of the greatest too. We work with the best, you know, biggest players in the genetic game too, so keep things progressing.
Naturally, organically, you know what I mean? So, you know, to the players in 2023, you gotta give them a message. What you wanna tell them?
Man, I think it's important what I just said, man. Build a genetic IP. You know, we can only rename and rebrand strains and rely on, you know, this giant region fucking with us so tough. You know, plus it's kind of like my home market too, because I used to live here when I was, you know, younger. So some places I relate to. We've been doing this out here, so it's nice to keep it back to basics. You know.
Already. Last one. You've been on a tour.
Kinda.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what does it mean, like, to go sold out everywhere you go?
Man, that's just crazy, man. It's surreal, but we worked a lot to get there. But it's surreal. It's still mind blowing sometimes, you know, to think about like how we can do that shit in every city we go to right now. But you know, I don't know. It's surreal, but it makes me have to work hard to stay. You know, you can't fake the funk, bro. If you don't have the real shit, if you don't have the right weed, you think my shit would continue to get bigger and bigger? It would not. So it's like, you know, I have to have the work ethic has to stand behind this hype. You know, I can't just be out here promoting the fairy tale, dog. You know what I mean? I have to come through with the substance.
Dreams.
Facts. I gotta come through with the real, with the, you know, with the pressure. So they know if I'm here, it's gonna be here too. So everybody's learned to trust that. And that's what everybody comes out from New York to Texas to LA to fucking Detroit to Miami to everywhere. So shout out to everybody that fucks with me, man. I appreciate that. We keep bringing that pressure too. You don't have to. I'm only gonna bring the best batches, and then if people ever don't like them, we switch them out too. So we always make sure everybody's happy. We got the best QC program, best TT, best direct-to-consumer service in the game right now.
You heard it straight up from the man himself. Doja.Pak, appreciate you. That's love. You know what I'm saying? This is the Dash Effect, part 3. 3rd episode, 3rd installment. Appreciate y'all. Doja exclusive, we lit. Get it.
Hey V, line them up.